Hey there, guys and gals, Rob here with Deluks Gaming, and welcome back to FortressCraft Evolved. We're now on day 25, and we decided, as a team, Jim, Bob, Casey, and I, we all decided that they needed some new scenery. So I've decided, rather than constantly always having to watch the sun rise, they should also enjoy some sunsets. So we can just stand between them, we can talk about things, talk about our day, and I spend way too much time playing this game, guys. Seriously, and by myself. Well, sorry, Jim Bob, not by myself. Sorry, I'm with you. Yeah. Anyway, so wow, have I done a lot of stuff since our last episode? You can probably even see the differences from here. Like you can see it's dramatically different, and I have sort of expanded on the idea that had come from our stream of building the islands, and sort of expanded it out into doing power nodes for our defenses, because I was getting a little annoyed by all of the lasers that were actually stabbing into my eyes. I figured by the time I was done this, I probably, in real life, was not going to have retinas. Because having those lasers even shooting into my eyes in the game because of the bright neon nature of it was getting a little too intense. So I made use of these islands, and I modified them. I made it all look nice too as well. So now this is our defense power node, and all pink power. I don't know, I just like saying that. It's like this is as revolutionary as the Pink Power Ranger was when she was introduced. But anyway, so now we have our node, it's shooting straight up, and of course pink power all the way to all of the other defense nodes, and every defense node having their own individual pink power storage block, as well as their defenses. It's cleaner, it's nicer, I don't have to worry, I don't have lasers shooting into my eyes. This is so much better, and everything is evenly powered, and I love it. It works great. Very, very pleased with that. So that is done, and to be honest with you, I spent so much time actually upgrading our entire power system. There is I've made use, and I can't even tell you how much materials I've used, like as far as titanium and nickel and all that kind of stuff. I've been going through so much of that stuff, but I mean, there would have been, I didn't want to do an episode of me just running around doing that stuff, because it takes so much longer on sparse mode. But yeah, I've upgraded the entire power system, and we're going to talk a lot about power today, because there's some serious research that we have to look at. Next thing on the list that I want to talk about, oh yes, speaking of, that was the next point I was going to make, because I've upgraded our power system and increased the amount of power that's going downstairs, and I'll tell you why in a second. We're not even researching anything right now, and I've seen this up to as high as 2100 now without research going. Yes, you heard me. Without research going, we've had power usage up to about 2100, or threat level up to about 2100, and I'll explain why. I've done a whole bunch of stuff downstairs to improve the system, but before we do that, let's talk about our totem, our storage totem. So I have actually sort of adapted and tried to learn a little bit more about how storage works and how we can make this better. So in a situation like this, where we just want to be able to add a bunch of stuff and bring it all to one point, so this point down at the bottom, this isn't totally necessary. We can actually make a couple changes to this, and it was Patchouli that actually brought this up. Thank you, Patchouli. Now this only works one way, and I'll explain what I mean by that. So because this machine was designed to take a whole bunch of iron bars and put it through the rail rack machine and build rails, right? Fine and dandy. And how it was working here was fine. The way I had the totem, it was working fine, but a little overdone. So what we could do theoretically, well, not theoretically, I've already tested it just to be sure that all of this works. So we could do this. Now, this works because every single storage hopper will actually drop whatever it has onto a conveyor, a joined conveyor. So this will drop whatever it has onto this one, this will drop whatever it has onto this one, and so forth and so forth and so forth. We don't have to keep continually feeding them back into the storage hoppers in this particular scenario. And then the bottom one, we have to have it actually facing inward, because the bottom storage hopper is set to remove only. It should be set to remove only, yes. So that way we don't get anything back onto the system. So this works great. So just to demonstrate that very, very quickly. So this is sort of an upgrade to this type of storage system for the purpose of actually manufacturing like this. And this will work the same with the crystal clock maker too as well. So we can actually just take, we actually don't need this machine right now, and I'll explain why in a second, but we're just gonna drop, like, I don't know, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. So, and that's what I was using, except I was doing 100 on all of those, and every one of those will dump all the way into this machine, and yeah, just like so. So I'm just gonna grab as much of that as I can, because I actually don't need any rails right now. So just wait. Okay, so this works for this particular scenario when you need a lot of storage for one little machine, and that works great. And the bottom one is remove only. So I'll grab those rack rails. Now, the same can be said for this crystal machine, so the crystal clock machine. So the reason so remember how I said, well, they should all share, right? They should all share. And they will, because crystal is a raw resource. These will theoretically all share. However, like I said, the bottom machine, as Bubba pointed out, is remove only, so they won't actually share everything all the way down. So to make this one work, all we had to do was go like this and just make sure that the last machine is actually dumping into the bottom machine, like so. There, that's all we needed to do to make that machine work. So I'm just simplifying our totem idea, and sort of, as I understand it, this works. This works great. Now I have now there's another part of this that is different. So you'll notice here in this machine, I just wanted to speed up the pace at which these storage hoppers were actually bringing materials to these storage hoppers. So these 3 storage hoppers sort of take all of the materials and sort of spread it evenly between the 3 storage hoppers. That's what they do, and then they bring it over to these machines, which of course bring it into these smelters. Now I wanted to speed up the process of bringing it from these machines to these machines, so I added another conveyor up top. Now that works fine with raw resources. At first I actually had these machines looking like this, because I figured that's what I would have to do because of my experiences with the other things. But no, with raw resources will actually feed without having to do that. So you notice to go all the way over to the end and then just drop in. Isn't that great? Yeah, that works awesome. But that does not work if it's not raw resources. And maybe it has something to do with gravity, maybe because they're actually dropping down. I don't know, I haven't tested it too much, but I've tested it enough to know that this works great. Why is this machine not actually doing anything? Oh, this is set as add and remove only. Aha! I've made a mistake here, so let's clean all this up. It's got a whole bunch of bars in it. Whoops. It happens. Stuff happens. Okay, there we go. So, good. Let's rotate that so it's back fixed. Wait, okay, good. So now, on to the next portion of mass storage and how I've made mass storage work for me. So as far as actually storing extra bars and stuff, so before we had what we had, I'll just demonstrate what we had before, just so that you guys can understand where we were, so that we know where we are now. So before, we had machines that looked like this to do mass storage, and this works. There's nothing wrong with that. So whatever goes into the bottom machine then gets picked up and then goes to the next machine. The problem is it's not very efficient in terms of actually space, because this could get really tall, and literally we're only storing half of the amount that we want. So I wanted to improve upon that by using the totem design, and this works great. Now, because we want every one of these hoppers to fill up, we have to do it like we did before. So we have going up and then going in, going up and then going in. So that works great. And then when I come to collect, I just stand in between them, kind of thing, and then just collect them like this. So this is about the best thing I've found so far for mass storage if you want to work vertically. Now you could use the same system going horizontally too as well. There's no reason why you couldn't. And I may eventually add on to this, but yeah, this works great. And we've kind of gone overboard with our iron now. I made some major improvements to the iron mines and stuff. I don't know. And now we're getting to a point where I don't need it anymore, because this machine, our cargo lift, is now at a depth of 585 meters. It is ready. She's ready to go. So I'm going to, while we're standing here, we're going to put the cargo lift on here, and I just want to test something quickly. Actually, before we do that, this is going to be set up so that at the bottom, you're going to load all, and then at the top, you're going to unload all, because we're going to pick up all of the biomass we can. Now, I wonder, please don't die, please don't die, please don't die. Okay, we're going to fall. I wonder, can we actually land on this thing and ride it down? Worth a try, right? Oh man, that's too bad. Okay, well we're just gonna. Oh, I don't like doing this. Okay, we're gonna go down. I'm gonna meet you down at the bottom. Okay, be back in a second. Okay, here we are. So we are now at minus 581 meters. This is where the biomass is. We have been lower than this, like personally, and we found the molybdenum, and we're gonna be bringing that up here, and then that's gonna be going up on this. This cargo lift as well. But yeah, so before that gets here, because it's slower than me, it only travels at 5 meters per second, whereas we came down at 12. So I think that should work. We should just be able to fill up these. Oh, this is great. Here it comes. Oh, cool. Our first cargo lift. Oh, very cool. Here it comes. Neat. That looks really cool. Looks really cool. It does remind me a little bit of Aliens, though. The cargo lift and Aliens too. So theoretically, that should. There it goes. It's loading. Cool. So how long does it? We can't actually access the panel on this. No, so the panel can only be accessed at the top, but this is so cool. So it's going to load up as much as it can, up to 300 units. So there should be more than enough to, I don't know if it'll actually fill up every time in between, because I don't know, it probably won't. And I'm kind of hoping it won't too, because I want this also to be taking up the molybdenum from the area below. So I'm going to be piping the molybdenum up. I haven't even got mines built or anything down there yet. I just wanted to get this piece done, because what's the point? I'm not going to be going down 700, 800 meters every time I want to get more molybdenum. I'm just going to build, you know, all of the infrastructure to actually have everything go up. So will this wait until it's full at 300? I don't know. Maybe there was a setting for that. I don't remember exactly. Okay, so you might be asking yourself, how on earth can we be using, you know, have 2100% threat and, you know, not even have research going? Well, you know what? This machine was too slow. So this is a machine that, of course, recombines all of our ruined bug parts into recombined organic matter. So rather than having one machine that does that, we now have 3 that does that. So just to show you how this works, so we actually now have, I don't know if you guys can see this, we actually have 3 recombiners here, all connected by, let's see, the super duper pink power. So there is up to, I mean, because each one of these machines, these recombiners use up to 60 some power per second. So we needed, and these lasers can shoot up to 320. So yeah, one full laser into here, and this thing is using like 180 power on its own. 180 power per second on its own, but we are actually producing the recombined organic matter at a really decent rate actually. Yeah, and so all of these are actually piping so that it's all feeding into this one on the side here. I just have to come down and collect it every once in a while. It's slow enough that, you know, I come down here, even though I don't come down here all the time, these machines are still slow enough that every time I come down here, I only collect maybe 20 or something. And we may actually even add on to this, but honestly, this move to make this happen, to have three machines recombining matter, is like almost put my base like I had to add so much power infrastructure to make this happen. So we've got pink power coming all the way to the ice area now. So pretty scary stuff. Anyway, so I'm gonna go back upstairs. See you guys in a second. Okay, actually, and you can actually see, I forgot to mention that we are gonna have crystals coming up here very, very soon. See that pipe coming up? Yeah, that's actually our crystal pipe being built by our one of our auto builders. So that's pretty cool. It's gonna come up about here, and then we'll just throw that into the system, because yeah, we're gonna need lots more crystals with the whole crystal clock thing. So we're gonna automate, of course, this machine will have crystals just coming directly into it, because bringing them up every day is terrible, or every few minutes is terrible. So now on to so biomass is gonna come up here via let's just take a look at the options here. I don't want to mess it. Oh, okay, so so bottom, load any, right? So it'll load whatever it has. That way it doesn't wait to be totally full. It doesn't have to be totally full. I'm cool with that. And then top, unload all. Perfect. Excellent. That works great. Yeah, excellent. Oh, kind of reminds me of Railroad Tycoon a little bit. Very, very cool. Very fun. All right, so now these 3 hoppers, of course, are going to be set for biomass. For now, like I said, we're going to be bringing up molybdenum and some of the other tier 4 materials. But for now, it's just biomass. They're going to be going into this machine. I had this set up because I was actually making a whole bunch of plastics. I had this refinery. I moved things around a little bit just to make things work. So we've got biomass going in here, and then we're going to have the canisters, the empty canisters going in here so that we can make high energy fuel here, and it's going to come out here. But in the meantime, I just had this set to be making plastic pellets, because we needed some plastic pellets. As a matter of fact, we have 79 ready to go. Now we're probably going to be building another refinery to just do plastic pellets or something at some point. I don't even know. I have no idea. But the goal today is, because I've spent so much time, honestly, I've even added to this machine so that we have now, even with our research running, we have coal enrichment now running throughout the base. We are no longer using regular coal for the base at all, except for down here, which I've just started to build the coal enrichers on this side, but it's such a pain to build underneath this stupid ship. And you're probably saying to yourself, well, why don't you just build that machine somewhere else? You're absolutely right. It's because I'm stubborn, because I'm so stubborn, because I think it should go here. But that's okay. So we still have regular coal going into this, but look at how big this has become. It's just massive. And we've got power storage block 3s in here. I don't know, this machine is just massive. I've also had to move our our, what do you call it, tin mine. I've had to move iron mines. I've done so much here, guys. Okay, so next on the list, I also added some more Val cores, because now that we can actually process all of that ruined stuff, yeah, we might as well. So also I found a use for something. So you know this stuff here, the on my toolbar there, you can see the what's it called? Spoiled organic remains. So when the remains get too hot or whatever, they turn into spoiled remains. And I've been kind of struggling as to what to do with them. Well, I found a use, guys. So this machine here, this is my macerator. So anything I don't like, I put in the macerator. So I threaten Jim Bob with this all the time. So we can actually, we're gonna give it some more power. It's not powered by anything right now. Like I mean, I've got the machine right here. I could just connect it, right? But I just haven't. But anyway, so this machine, well, actually, oh no, why, no? Oh. That's the first time I ever noticed that. The coal's actually going out on the line. Okay, whatever, we'll fix that in a second. But this machine, of course, there's a macerator right here. This is a piece of equipment that we use to make the coal enrichers. This is sort of the precursor to the coal enricher. But the coal enricher, this macerator will actually break down pretty much anything, you know, dirt, soil, anything that we don't want, that we have a lot of, as well as including, of course, this spoiled organic remains. We can just dump this into the machine and it will go on the line here and turn itself into, every once in a while it breaks down and turns into some ore, which comes out on the other side. So isn't that kind of cool? So we got some, basically just some bonus ore from garbage, which is great. Oh, I'm actually full. I can't carry anything, so let's dump off a bunch of stuff here. There we go. So every once in a while, like I said, I get a little bit of candy out of that machine from junk. So it's. I mean, I was kind of hoping that, you know, if we could burn the organic remains, that would be okay. But this is almost better because you get back a little bit of ore, but it doesn't really matter. The amount you get back is so insignificant. The point is you can get rid of it. This is how you can get rid of that stuff. Okay, so next on the list, something, research. In the meantime and in between time, I did some independent research. I finished off the research for the Tech 4, the Tier 4 power storage block. So, yeah. The Mark IV battery component stores up to 270,000 power. So we're going to be building one of these very, very quickly because there's a few great places for it. I would love to have one here for my defense node. I would love to have them here and here and here for my labs. And so that's a lot. That's 4 already, plus 1 going downstairs for the mines downstairs. So I need 4 of those. I'm not even going to think about building those right now. But I also finished off Mark V power research as well, which gave us access to Mark II solar panels. Great. I'm not using the solar panels really to good effect anyway right now, but this Mark V battery component stores up to 4.5 million power. Million power. This thing's probably gonna, it's gonna be molybdenum. I'm sure that's gonna be huge. I do want to get the motorized conveyor research done because that's something that's been bothering me. There's actually, I found uses for it. I think that thing speeds up the rate at which materials come from the storage hopper, so I think that's really, really important. I'm gonna get the resin ping, and I did find a little spot in my trap. Power 4. Oh yeah, these core charges. I don't know. I don't really care about them right now. These you can blow them and push power into Arthur, but you know, in a pinch or something. We are being attacked. Now, where are we at right now? Yeah, 1849. No research. Right. I was currently working on advanced miner upgrades because, well, it's just advanced miner upgrades. But yes, that's right. I found a spot just out in the middle of nowhere, and there was just a whole bunch of resin just lying there. So I collected it. So you can just collect it like you would anything else now. I collected it, and what's interesting is that there's a project that requires 200 soft resin. Yeah, so I figured I've got 200 soft resin on me. Do I start this project? I have to add the resin. So let's go do that. I've got this little spot here. Let's throw that on our bar. That's cool. I thought, wow, there's research that's actually involved with this resin. So yeah, I just collected it like any other material, which is really, really weird. So I don't know if it was growing, like if it was creeping or something. So let's just key that. So there's the first 100. We'll just let that get started. Maybe this thing's gonna use a ton of power too doing this. I don't know. Maybe the resin research is gonna be even more intense. I don't know how it can be even more intense. But the base, I mean, because everything's now running off of enriched coal, absolutely every machine except for the stuff downstairs is running off of enriched coal. So that means when these machines all fire up and start running, I've been pushing over 3,000 now. And I'm sure we'll even get higher than that. Like, we'll probably be pushing 4,000. Are we going to start to see, like, the big bosses now? I don't know. I have no idea. On that note, now that we have access to high energy fuel, we now have missiles. Missiles. I've actually built a few missiles, and I do have the missile launcher right here. Now, the missile launcher needs to have at least 100 meters from them to the enemy to even fire, because there has to be time for the missile to arm or something. So I don't know. For the meantime, I don't know. I guess we'll just wait for some enemies to come, and then we'll plop that down and just see what it's like. We'll just test it out. But we are going to be attacked very, very soon here. Anyway, let's see. What kind of threat are we at? 1849. It's not even that great. We'll probably even get attacked even bigger and badder than this by the time we actually get to the point of ending the episode. So we'll test out the missile launcher then. Okay, just give me 1 sec. Okay, and the thing I really need to work on today, I didn't want to do it without you guys because, I don't know, I mean, if I did it without you guys, then, I don't know, it'd be missing something. So I need to get this jet turbine thing going. I think this is how we get our next level of power, and this is so important. That's what I've got everything ready to go. So let's just read these. So the jet turbine generator intake, it's a 3x3 wide, and it goes in front of the jet turbine. So we need to build 9 of these, right? If I read this correctly, 3 high and 3 wide. So let's build 9 of these.
Crafting.
I've got everything ready to go, I think. Hopefully I do anyway.
Crafting.
So 9 of those. And then the jet turbine generator housing. So this is 3 high, 4x3. So 12 blocks per level, 3 high. So that's 36 of those. Okay, so all the way up to 36. These are big machines, man. And the amount of, like, the materials and stuff, like, and all the clocks I had to build and everything, they're actually pretty expensive to build. So, but we're just building 1 of them for now. So that should be enough to get the jet turbines up, I think. So I guess we build, let's go to our thing here and see what it just look like. Okay, so there's the housing. So let's put that right here. And then we've got the, where's the other piece here? I would think it would be up at the top because we had free space on the top, but no, it just kind of randomly lands. Manufactured, it'll be 9. There it is. Okay, jet turbine intake. There we go. Let's throw that on our bar and let's build. I was thinking we build this thing right here. I think because, like, close to this machine, because we can make use of the empty, apparently you can make use of the empty canisters after the machine takes in the high energy fuel. Oh, yeah, look at this, we got biomass. Oh, cool. Oh, that's so cool. Did we just switch this machine back? High energy composite fuel. And actually notice I actually put everything underground here too as well. I put all the conveyors underground, all the other conveyors underground so that this thing wasn't so messy. There, we can actually start making high energy fuel again. There we go, so perfect. So I think we'll do the jet turbine. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's gonna come out to here. I don't know, I think this is a good plan. Or maybe do we do it over here? I don't know. I don't know. Do we give ourselves a little bit of room in between? No, I think I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna build it right here. That way there's a little bit of room in between, and I don't know, or maybe we might want to build more than one of these. I don't know. I have no idea. What do you think, Jim Bob? Jim Bob, what do you think? Yeah, he's just scared of the more pollution. he's got the black lung. Poor Jim Bob has a black lung. It's like working in a coal mine. Yeah, okay, I think we'll do it right over here. Okay, so let's go 2, and we'll go 1, 2, 3. Yes. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then up here, this is like Sesame Street all over again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Whoops. Except I'm not as good as Sesame Street's better than me. They are much better at counting. There's really no fast way to do this because if you go too fast, you just end up making mistakes, right? And I don't like making mistakes. I already make enough mistakes, so I'm just taking my time. There we go. 1 more level. This thing's huge. Hold on. 4x3. That's right, isn't it? That's right, isn't it? 4x3. 3. Maybe we have to put the other piece on first. Hold on, so this one should be 3 high. So a 9 block. Hopefully I got this right. Ta-da! Look at that. Oh, what a beast that is. Wow. That thing's... We could probably put a few of them here. I mean, I don't know. I don't know yet. I mean, so how much power is this thing going to produce? Oh, we got to get power to this thing. Okay, here we go. Yay! All right, let's throw... I assume we just put a... you know, we'll test it without a storage block first. Like a storage hopper. We'll see what happens if we don't have a storage hopper attached. I'm sure it'll need a storage hopper. It'll probably need one, an add and remove, because of course it'll eject the used canisters as well. Whoops. But we'll test this anyway. Ah! There we go. Yeah, no, it's gonna need a storage hopper. You know, some machines don't need it, like the coal enricher doesn't need it. So this one is going to be add only. There we go. No, remove only. There it goes. Now, the million-dollar question, folks, will it hurt if I stand behind this thing? It's a jet turbine. So, fuel level. Internal power. Does it show power per second? 109, 110. How much power? Oh, it's like a cool breeze. Jim Bob, this is nice. Jim Bob's melting. No, I'm melting. 100. Wow. Okay, so how much? Whoa. We're out of power. What? That's it? How many did we put it? How many of those things did we build? Not enough, apparently. So remove only. How quickly is this machine? Oh, not enough power to this machine. Do we have any power going to this machine? Like hardly any. So basically, we're gonna get this to a point where it's perpetually powered too as well. But we've got to have a backup power. So what we're gonna do? Because okay, so I do have power coming from below, but it's not very good power. Like it's pretty cheap. Like it's not very good at all. We could get another node coming in this way or something, but really ultimately, let's take this out. We need to get this thing powering itself, which we can do. There's no reason to kind of perpetually. So if we put a, I read something about it not being able. Oh, it's got 3,000 power. Oh, so as soon as it's full up in power, then it stops. Okay, so that's why it stops. So is there any more? Whoops. Failed to locate. Hold on. Failed to locate something. It's probably because these are full, so that's fine. Okay, so there is actually more high energy fuel in here, but we need to get a storage block that is add, and that should take the old ones, the old canisters, I'm thinking. This is what I'm told anyways. Apparently this machine, sorry, I'm flying by the seat of my pants like I usually do in this game. Trying to figure out how to make this work. So add only, it should actually take those canisters and put it. Just want to be sure. Oh, it put the empty fuel canisters in there, but it shouldn't, because I told it not to. I guess we could do a filter. Because I set this to remove only. It shouldn't actually put those canisters in there. Okay, well, we'll just let it run again. I just want to see if this works, because it should theoretically put the empty canisters in there, because I set this for remove only, right? But maybe it doesn't work. Maybe the rules are different for this one. Okay, because it's got 3,000 power storage, so we should be able to just take that power and then put it back into the refinery, which powers this whole damn thing. All right. So let's just put, I don't know. Do we do? We might as well do the pink power. Pink power. Ha ha ha. There we go. Yes, yes. And let's just go all out. Kit and caboodle, here we go. So now this thing should start to, does that work if it's directly connected? Hold on, let's just see here. It doesn't work if it's directly connected. Okay, that does not work. Okay. So, good to know. So we need to put a power storage block here. Let's do a power storage block. The big one, might as well. We'll just do a couple big ones. There we go. So then it's got lots of backup power. Nope, that's not working either. How do you get power from this thing? Hold on. It's got 3,000 power in it. How do we get the power out of it? Ah, there we go. So you can't put it behind. I guess maybe putting things behind, does this hurt? It does hurt. Ow. Well, we had to know. I had to test the theory. Oh, I hate dying. Let's go collect our stuff. Well, okay, that explains what, I mean, of course you can't put stuff behind it, because that's too dangerous to put stuff behind it. But I had to know, right? I mean, you do the same thing. Like, I don't know, is it hot? It's like when somebody puts a hot plate in front of you and says, it's hot. You have to test it, right? Okay, so now there is, we have to collect our stuff without dying again here. Stop. stuff, don't go away, stuff. Other stuff might have fallen down here, so let's don't collect any of that. Ow, ow, ow. Okay, there we go. Don't do that again. That hurts. All right, let's get Arthur charging here, because it's always nice to have Arthur, you know, topped up nicely. There we go. Arthur, you can charge while I try to avoid killing myself here again. That was fun, actually. I enjoyed that. So power has to come from the side. Could we do power from the top, I wonder? Let's try that. I think power from the top would be more convenient for my purposes right now anyway. Like if I just was able to throw that up top. Does that work? Yes, it does. Because then what we can do... Actually, sorry. The poor thing's like, I keep giving you power and you're not using it. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a power storage block right here. And then we'll do a zapper. Right there. That way we don't have any eye level stuff, because the eye level stuff drives me crazy. And then of course we're going to carefully figure out how to get up here. Let's do this. And do, I think, right here. Actually, will it kill that? Will it destroy these blocks, I wonder? It should. I mean, you'd think, right? You would think it would destroy those blocks. And let's do another laser. You know, theoretically now, this could power everything down below. We're going to need lots of lasers coming from this thing, though, if we're going to do that. Okay, so do not stand behind it. Don't stand behind it. Don't stand behind it. That doesn't seem safe. What we could do to make that look nice... Whoops. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Because even if it doesn't destroy those blocks, theoretically it should, right? Unless it's some kind of super material. There we go. It stopped running. Should be able to walk behind it now for a second. There we go. If we do it like that, then it makes more sense. And then we'll just remove the... I liked it. To me, it has to make sense. So even that doesn't totally make sense, but that works. That's good enough. And then we're going to do a storage block right here. And then this can actually be powering a number of different things, because because right below here is that node, is the node that we have powering our entire, everything down below. And look at how much stuff we got going here just to power 3 lasers. So now, theoretically, hopefully, that jet turbine should be able to cover all of that, I hope. Maybe even more. I don't know how much power this thing produces overall. Power per second, I mean, we're up to 120. The laser produces 320. So, I don't know. We've got to experiment with it, I guess, okay? All right, so let's put this... we can actually get, we'll use some of that power right here coming down. Like that. And we can have another power storage block right here. Perfect, look at that. Excellent. I wonder, does it actually need that much power to get this? It probably doesn't. We probably don't need that much power from the refinery. So, or to the refiner. So let's just do blue. This is cool. This is really cool. This is really neat. And then, folks, we can actually take that power and bring it downstairs and start juicing up a big power storage block. So let's see. What do we need to build? Whoops, don't walk behind it. Jim Bob, don't walk behind it. You're going to start melting, dude. We're going to have cooked pumpkin pie for dinner, too. Sorry, Casey. All right, so what do we... To build this Mark IV battery component... Yikes. We're going to need a lot of these power storage blocks, the 3s, and they're a lot of stuff. We're going to need, I highly doubt we're going to have enough. We need 27 of these. It's mostly tin plates, actually, that we need. It's funny, we run out of tin plates before anything else. So we'll get those cooking. 0, 0, T, cook away. And let's go refill our research, because we've got that resin in there, right? So yeah, let's go refill that. So 3, is that empty yet? No, it's still got... So, oh, it hasn't even done that much. All right, so guess this is going to be a long research, longer than I expected. Cool, so, I mean, lots of power. Notice I actually finally have some solar panels up top. Honestly, I should have had that ages ago, but, you know, I get forgetful. So while we're waiting for some, actually, I think I've got some tin plates. So let's go see how many we can actually build right now. I don't think we can build enough, but we're going to need a lot of these. We need 27 of these. Because, yeah, 27. So that's about half. We need lots more titanium. We'll just clear out our titanium while we're here. Yeah, we're going to need a lot of those because it's 50 titanium per power storage block. See how this storage works? This is actually, it works really well. This works actually really cool. So anyway, so while we're waiting, I have some exciting news for you guys. Some really exciting news. Actually, I think you guys are going to love it. We have finally, so you may have remembered a couple episodes, we set a little time bomb not a time bomb, a charged explosive. And during the live stream, we set it up with a organic solar panel. And what's funny, discover that the organic solar panel actually charges a small amount via moonlight. So it does get moonlight power too as well. It's like 2 power per second or something. Anyway, the whole time, this thing has been feeding into this chargeable explosive. Ha ha ha! So you know what that means? We get to blow up a mountain. So I was thinking this mountain is, well, a good candidate because it's kind of in my way, but there's also this other mountain over here. Actually, the other mountain's even more of a pain. So we're gonna build another charged explosive. Let's do that first. I wonder, do I have enough stuff on me to build it right now? Probably not. Let's just take a look. Charged explosive. What are you? Oh, right. Yeah, so I always forget about this. You can actually search for things like this. Yeah, see, there we go. And then we go like this. There we go. Charged explosive. I always get upset at this, but it's usually me. It's my own fault. So we need lithium plate. We need a lot of lithium plate for that too as well, and copper wire. All right, so maybe we'll get that cooking as well. We've got some tin plate cooking, but you know, we'll get some lithium in there as well. It's only 32. That's fine. Okay, so we're gonna let that cook. I've got some plates and stuff cooking in that, but we were about to get attacked again. We're at 3136. This is the highest I've ever seen it, I think. But I think we're gonna push it probably. I think because this research is gonna take so long, we're gonna be pushing 4,000 soon in no time, especially with this new power capability. Oh yes, and actually before we go any further, let's get the power actually feeding downstairs because we're actually short power downstairs, like super short power. So let's see, how can I do this without dying? I just need to build myself a little ledge to walk on here. There we go. Perfect. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna go like that. Or we could just build a, oh yeah, let's do it this way. It's sloppy. Like, I often fix these things on my own. When I see, I'm like, oh, that doesn't look right, you know, after I've actually seen it working and stuff. So now we have a solid, at least 300, hopefully 320 power per second coming down here. And we can use that to juice, man. The ships are always in the way. Drives me crazy. So we can actually use that to start, yeah, we don't need power going that way anymore. Have it coming in, which is so nice. All right, so have that coming down. We'll do another one of these guys going in like that. And we can actually start, adding power instead of just taking from this area. This is great because I don't think I've had solid power coming from these for a long time. Ever since I started pushing pink power downstairs and actually doing all that cryo stuff, yeah, we haven't had good power going downstairs the whole time. So this will increase the speed at which our mines are working. It'll increase the speed at which the cryo stuff is working, everything. So now, is that thing working full time now? I want to know what the end power per second is going to be because, I mean, 230, is it going to be 320? I don't know, 320 would be convenient, but it probably won't. We're probably going to have to build multiples of these things. I don't know. And how are we doing for the high energy? And is it actually putting, it's putting the canisters up top. As long as, I just want to be sure it's not putting the canisters in the bottom too. No, it's just putting them up top. So what we can do here, actually wonderful, while we're waiting for the rest of that stuff to cook, let's go back here and let's finish the rest of this machine because I want these canisters going back to the refinery to refill. Yeah, so kind of a neat little thing. So we can actually have that going this way, back into this machine. Very cool. So now, that way we don't have to keep building them. Rotate that back. Perfect. Eventually the machine's actually going to reach, peak. It's going to be maximum saturation. And we're not going to be building any more of those canisters, except for when we need to, because missiles, of course. Missiles. You don't get to keep the canisters. Whoops. Why is that? Okay, weird. There we go. Perfect. Is that ever cool? So we're at, 455. That looks like it's max, right? 455.73 power per second out of this thing. That means we can actually attach more than just the one pink laser on there, or we can attach maybe some. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Here comes the attack. Oh, should we test out the missile launcher? We need to test out the missile launcher. Yeah. I know we're doing a lot this episode, but I mean, why not, right? So this missile launcher needs to be powered. So let's throw down. Shows a nice, easy place to put this down where it's not gonna. Here, let's put this down right here, and we're gonna power it up with a laser. All this is temporary, right? This is just temporary. So power this up with a laser. We're gonna throw down the missile launcher. Ha ha ha! Where is that silly thing? Okay, we've got the basic missiles on us. Where is the missile launcher? Don't remember what this thing looks like. This is always fun. This game. Oh, let's find the stuff. Yeah, there we go. And then our missiles are right here, so we'll put that on our bar. And we just need to build a storage block to go beside it, I think. I think that's how it'll work. Put a storage block beside it, I think. And then the missile launcher right here. And then we'll add some missiles to this. And boom, we have a missile launcher. Next shot damage is 75,000 damage. But they have to be a certain distance away. And I don't know how it's supposed to find the bad guys at that range. Okay, it's turning. Is it actually searching for large targets? So it will only fire at large targets. I was a little worried about that. I was like, well, I don't want to be wasting these missiles on these little guys. So will it shoot at these guys? And they have to be at least 100 meters away, apparently. So, interesting. So maybe I need to just have this thing further and further away, like way further away. I'm just kind of hoping that it will actually find one of those targets way over there, but no, apparently not. It's just too close, I guess. Okay, so let's move it. Sorry, well, I'm not sorry. I'm still learning. I'm learning how this thing works. All right, let's take that. Let's take that. We're gonna move to the opposite side of the base. Eventually, we're gonna have them way up in the sky. Oh, look, there's a canister falling to the ground. That is so cool. Of course, it's burning the retinas out of my eyes. But that's okay. Let's try it over here. Because it has to be a fair distance away. Maybe we'll just attach it right to the node here. Maybe that's a good idea. Yeah, let's just do it. Let's just attach a whatever. Where's that blue laser? Ah, man. Okay. Just one of these, like that. Just because I want to test it. I just want to see this thing working, right? So we'll put that here. We're gonna put a block. Oops, block here. We're gonna put a storage block right here, and we're gonna put the missile launcher right here, and we're going to put some missiles in there like so. Now it should theoretically, it should be far enough away from the bad guys. I just want to see it launch. Now, but maybe we killed all the bad guys now though. Well, it looks like they're still coming. There's some big bad guys there. Fire! 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 So, I don't know. What do we need to do? Searching for targets. Have you found a target? Maybe it doesn't fire it. Maybe those guys aren't big enough. That is possible. Maybe these big bad guys are not big enough. Maybe we need to have it even further away. I don't know. I figured that'd be good. Like, maybe we need to get rid of that mountain too. That's the other thing. Let's get rid of the mountain. It's time to get rid of the mountain, boys and girls. Oh, cool. Okay, right. Well, you know, we'll get to see the missiles working, but I think maybe those bad guys just aren't big enough. Maybe they have to be bigger bad guys because it does 75,000 damage. Ugh. Why I didn't use my grappling hook there, I don't know. Grapple. Look at him. But our defense system is actually pretty freaking awesome. Like those pink cannons, the Mark III guns, can shoot because they have such great range. It's all three of them that are shooting, or three of them or four of them possibly at any given time that are shooting at these bad guys. They don't stand a chance. We're actually doing pretty good as long as we don't run into some bigger bad guys, which we're eventually going to. Of course. Let's grab the explosive. Actually, let's grab all this stuff because we don't want to lose it. And I think we're going to move the explosive a little bit deeper into the mountain because right now, let's put that on our bar right away. Let's put that right here. Perfect. Let's move this a little bit deeper into the mountain because I just want to, you know, I want to be thorough. And I'm a little worried that we're a little close to our base too as well. This should be good. Right here. Here we go. 2. All right. So... Whew, okay, be ready to run. We've got our way out. Okay, you ready? Okay, on the mark. On your mark. Get set. Go. Run! 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 Hold on. Ah! Uh-oh. Whoa! Whoa! Holy crap. We didn't really get a good vantage point on that, but wow. Whoa! Oh, this is my tin mine. I just filled that hole. Whoops. Wow. Whoa, look at that. Oh, this is amazing. This is actually great. This is perfect because it's been such a pain in the butt, not only to kill these guys because you can't see them from any distance, like we lose a lot of sight of them, as well as all this stuff that that falls from the bad guys. It's really hard to collect. Uh-oh. I think I had some beacons and stuff out here. Well, I had some beacons and stuff. I think if they were anywhere near this mountain, they're probably gone now. Let's just see. Stupid. I keep falling down holes. There we go. Okay, so it didn't actually get that beacon. I think we're okay. Yeah, this is great. So the missiles won't shoot at these guys, I guess. I don't know. Maybe we didn't have line of sight. Maybe we have line of sight now. Maybe it'll start shooting. Either way, that was amazing. We need to get more of these. I want to have a whole bunch of those charged and ready to go. Those bombs, like those charged explosives, because they are super fun. I think we're almost out of time, guys. I think we're almost out of time. We covered a lot of ground. There was something else I really wanted to talk about. Missiles. Yeah, that's the only thing I really wanted to see happen today. But maybe we're just not going to get to see it because we're just not using enough power. So you know what that means? I have to find ways to use even more power. No problem. I will find those ways. In the meantime, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode of FortressCraft Evolved, and Jim Bob and I and Casey all bid you guys a happy weekend. Say goodbye, Casey. Goodbye. So yeah, Casey, I get that from Aliens. The head. The girl in Aliens, her little doll, the head's name was Casey. That's why. It's just a head. Very cool. And it was really fun dying with the jet turbine. Guys, I hope you're enjoying this series. I'm loving making it. I spent 7 hours playing on the in-between, so I think I have a problem. All right, guys, take care.